Yo guys, what's going on? Alexander F back here with another video. And today's video, or well, tonight's video, is gonna be why I chose Equilibrium tuning based out of California for my DSG tune and my ECU tune. It all started when I got the Cobb access port, which I think was the best option. I was researching between like APR tunes, the JB4, and the access port, and I was doing all my research on that and stuff, and I figured the access port was the best way to go for customization. You have the gauges here, like with APR tunes, you can't really see what's going on in the car unless you have external gauges that you plug in. Like with the access port, it's all here. You can set whatever gauges you want to watch and all that, which I really like air fuel ratio, boost pressure, knock retard average, and all that jazz. But anyways, I started out with the access port, and like most people do, I went with the I just bought the access port and went with the base maps that they had. And it's not that there's anything inherently wrong with the base maps, it's just that they're kind of set for every car. Like everybody's car is different, so the base maps are just kind of like to get you to a pro tuner kind of map. And I ran that for a couple months. And then I got the MA Performance Stage 2 map, because I have the MA Performance downpipe along with a Beluga Racing catback exhaust. And that tune was good, but the only thing concerning with that tune was that I was getting a lot of like knock retard average on there. And I don't know if it was just because of my car, I don't know, it could be different for anybody else. I did like that tune, it had a good power band, but just for me, any knock retard is too much. I know that the ECU is fast enough to retard timing, to prevent pre-detonation and all that stuff, but I'm just really anal about that stuff. And I was like, you know what? So I was looking on forums and stuff, and everybody was recommending Equilibrium tuning. Now, on that as well, I was running the stock Cobb DSG transmission tune. And I don't know if any of you guys out there, other Mark 7 owners, have the DSG tune as well and went with Cobb. The Cobb one, this is my daily driver, and honestly the Cobb DSG tune was so confused with itself. Like honestly, every time it was just sputtering or stuttering, I'd come to a stop and it was literally like bucking. When you're going up a hill, it didn't know what it wanted to do. It would lug the engine down real low, and that's where some of the knock retard was coming from, because the RPMs were literally like right around 1,000. Trying to climb a hill, it wouldn't kick down a gear to give you more RPM. So I went with the Equilibrium tuning DSG tune as well, because people said that was good, and I figured if I'm gonna have an ECU and TCU tune, I might as well pair them up, because you know, I assume the guys that are tuning it sync them together. It's like, if you're gonna get this tune, then this DSG tune will go with the tune that we have. So far, this is my daily driver, the Equilibrium tuning DSG tune. I've loved. In normal mode, like in regular everyday driving, just normal mode or eco mode, whichever you have, it's amazing. It keeps it right around 2,000 pretty much all the time, with an exhaust with a downpipe. I still have resonators and mufflers, but there's no drone whatsoever. It's not obnoxious. It keeps it right where you want it to be, and then if you step down on it a bit, it'll kick down a gear, get you right up in the RPMs where you want to be. And there's no, must have had a lot of revisions on this, because there's no stuttering or anything like that. I've never had any faults with it, any problems with it. It's just really smooth for what a DSG can be. Now, I've had to come to terms with the DSG. This is my first dual clutch car, and I didn't know the DSG makes noise. They chatter sometimes, they're noisy. The first time I ever heard it like make sort of clunking sounds, I was scared. I was like, what the heck? Going on forums looking for stuff. That seems to be perfectly normal from what I've read and what people have told me. So that was a little learning curve there, but dual clutches, I love them. They're super fast. Do I wish this car was stick? As a daily driver, no, but when I'm going on car cruises, going on back roads, yeah, but the DSG it's good enough. It gets the job done, and when you're sitting in traffic, you really can't beat it. And so yeah, the Equilibrium tuning DSG tune is awesome. I really recommend it. The Equilibrium tuning actual ECU tune, I actually have the ones, it's the stage 2. They have stage 1, stage 2, and then stage 3, which is the IS38 And then they also have one for their Vortex turbo as well. And I have the Stage 2, and I also have the pops and bangs, the crackle tune or whatever. But he could program it so if it's in normal mode, it won't do it. But if it's in sport mode, it will. So it's not all the time. Because I go to work fairly early when it's 6 in the morning and I'm driving. I don't want to be a jerk to my neighbors. I don't want to be that guy waking everybody up super early in the morning or super late at night. And honestly, like, everybody loves the crackles and stuff every now and then, but I don't know if anybody's had a full like crackle tune all the time. It gets a little obnoxious after a while. It's just, I think it's a really nice feature to be able to turn it on and off whenever you want. The tune itself, with the Stage 2, I've noticed the access port goes up to around 29 pounds of boost or so, but that's at like very peak. It seems to average at like 22, 23. I love it so far. The Powerband seems really good. I don't have super grippy tires or anything. I'm running 225s, but if I launch it, which I've only done a couple of times, it spins first, hooks, then spins second a bit, and then hooks. And these tires are fairly new. When I had my other tires, if I dropped it in third at like 40 miles an hour, it would spin. So I had to get new tires because that was a little sketchy. But so far, so good. I live in the Northeast in the US, and with the cold and stuff, I didn't know how this tune would work because it was from California with the cold and stuff. Had no problem so far. It's really enjoyable. I still get decent gas mileage. I average like 26 miles per gallon when I'm going to and from work. So that's another thing some people had concerns about, was when you go tuned, like, of course your gas mileage drops, but when it's tuned, it really depends on, if you're hammering down, like if you're really giving it all it's got, you're gonna get like 8 miles per gallon, like a V8. Like, it's just gonna chug through gas. But if you're just cruising around and stuff, your mileage is still gonna be pretty decent. It's not gonna be what it was before you tuned it, but it's still gonna be pretty good for a tuned car. Like, if you're going on car cruise and stuff, you're probably gonna have your gas last a lot longer than anybody else's cars and stuff. So I really like that. I really love the Mark 7 as a platform. I had a 2013 Dodge Dart before this, and I decided to move to the Mark 7 because I was doing some research and stuff on cars to tune, and it just seemed like a really, really good platform. So far, this is my first Volkswagen ever, and I absolutely love it. Hopefully one day I'll get up to a Golf R, because that's where you can really start putting the power down with the all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive definitely has its limitations when it comes to certain things, especially with crazy torque steer and stuff when you're getting up over like 350, 400 wheel horsepower. I'm planning on, I've been reaching out to some people. I'm trying to get my car on a dyno so I can see exactly how much this Equilibrium tune's making with the supporting mods I have. I have the MA Performance intake, MA Performance downpipe, Beluga Racing catback, and the Stage 2 ECU and DSG tune. So people are saying it's anywhere from like 310 to the wheels up to like 360. Who knows? It depends on the car. There's some factory freaks. It is what it is. If I make anywhere above 300, I'd be incredibly happy for a daily driver. But yeah, if you guys are on the fence about some sort of tunes compared to like APR or whatever, or if you're going for Cobb, I'd really give Equilibrium Tuning a try. I'll put their link in the description below. I don't have any affiliation with them or anything. It's just I've done all this research on my own. I've gone through like 3 or 4 different tunes now. So this is the one. I've had this for around 6 months now, and so far so good. No issues. I love it a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from now on. Any comments, suggestions, concerns, just let me know. And thanks guys. Have a good one.